Hello everyone, welcome back to E20 Zone TV. I hope everyone's all well tonight and enjoying their Saturday evening wherever you are. This is the player ratings for Arsenal 2, West Ham United 0. Just simply beaten by a better side and far more superior side in Arsenal. But before I get started, please do smash a like on the video. Goes a long way, really helps me out on here. Subscribe to E20 Zone TV. Hit notification bell, and if you want to become a member of the channel and support the channel, by all means do that. I'm going to be straight. Before I get started though, I can't deal with negative shit again, right? I really can't. People are moaning tonight saying, oh, it's bad, it's this, it's the way we're playing. We're fucking shit at the minute. Let's get real. Yeah, but we're up against a side that are shit hot at the minute, right? So we've got to sort of put that into context, and we've got to be real with ourselves. It's going to take time. Potter's left a mess, and Nuno's got to pick it up and deal with it currently right now. And he's doing the best of what he can and trying to make us hard to beat, which is the right way of being. But I'm not going to judge West Ham on Arsenal away today. Right? I'm not going to look at West Ham and think Arsenal away was the game where it killed us. We've got bigger games coming up and 6-pointers, to say the least. So listen, I'm not having no negativity from me tonight. Right? So let's get into this. Player ratings. Start off with Alphonse Areola. What can I say about Areola? I'll give him a 7. Give him a 7 out of 10. I thought he was solid at set pieces. Well, I thought he was pretty good. He couldn't do nothing for the first goal. I thought it was a great save. And it falls into Declan Rice's path. The penalty, he gets beaten. With the penalty. The penalty is what it is. The only problem is with Areola on the ground. Yeah, he's very, very bad. But I think he's got 2 centre halves that are not as good on the ground. And they all panic, right? And when you've got panic in centre halves and a panicking goalkeeper, you're going to concede goals. 7 out of 10 for me, right? I don't think he's done a lot wrong today. Right? He gets a lot of criticism, Areola. I don't see what he done wrong at all. So, 7. I come to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Got subbed off for Kyle Walker-Peters in about 74th minute. Obviously, it's his first game back. I thought he was okay. Wasn't really great going forward. Defensively, I thought he was better, but then he was going forward. I'm probably going to give him a 5 out of 10. Pretty standard for me. But it's going to be interesting to see over the coming weeks if he can get back to how he was, and because we're going to need him. We are going to need him in this situation. 5 out of 10. Right. Let's come to Max Kilman. Max is a £40 million defender, and he plays like a £4 million defender. I'm not impressed. I'm not. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not very good in the air. On the ground, I thought he was actually all right. And I've seen him today, and he's like a statue. And he's so stiff on the ball. Arsenal will have a defenders playing it at the back, and they will have 1, maybe 2 touches max. Max needs 4. Max needs 4 or 5 touches before the ball gets under control. And then he'll play a pass straight to no one. It's a bit careless for me. But I think it's just the way he plays. I'm going to give him a 5. I don't think he was great. He had that opportunity where he spooned the ball and he caught Raya out. Other than that, didn't really do a lot, if I'm being honest. Can I come to Mavropanos? I thought he kept Gyökeres quiet. I thought he was very good in the air, but the same rules apply when it comes to on the ground. On the ground, this geezer's not very good. He's simply not very good on the ground. There was times in the game where Mav would get the ball and he'd be going backwards and he'd be panicking. Right? One thing with Mavropanos that I've noticed is he panics when he's got the ball at his feet for too long, and he sort of doesn't know what to do, doesn't know whether to pass it back or go down the line. There was a few times, especially in the first half, I think it was, where they had to clear it, West Ham. And Mav's taking 2-3 touches on the ball. It's just worried defending. It's worrying defending. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm giving him a 5. 5 out of 10. Pretty average today. Let's come to Malik Diouf. Oh, mate, I'm gutted, really, because, listen, if he's going to have a better game, it's going to be against Arsenal, right? Fine. That shows you of the ability and how well he's done. Today, he had a poor game, like massively poor game. Defensively, not that good. Wasn't close enough to Saka on numerous occasions today, which was a problem for me. He was standing off Saka, and I wanted Malik to engage with him because I think Malik would have done a job on him, if I'm being honest. I remember the game against Senegal in England, and Diouf was all over Saka, and for some reason today he just wasn't. It just wasn't. He showed too much respect to Saka, and Saka got in a few crosses. The penalty is an issue though. Like, it is an issue for me. I feel like he's hard done by because the foul starts outside the box and it carries into the box. But the moment of contact is outside the box. And how they've given it a penalty, I'm pretty surprised. Pretty surprised, really, because I would have thought the moment that you connect, you're connecting outside the box, whether it carries on into the box, a foul's a foul. So I mean, a foul doesn't happen at the end, it happens at the start. And yeah, for Malik, I feel sorry for him on that one. Nevertheless, that's a big goal, and that goal kills us stone dead. Like, we're 1-0 down, we give away the penalty, we go 2-0 down, the game's done. The game's well and truly done. So yeah, I'm going to give Malik a high 4 for me. Yeah, gutted for him. I'm not disheartened though, just gutted. The penalty just killed us, and is what it is. Right, let's come to Mr. Fernandez, Mateus Fernandez, in fact. He's there, right? It's an hard one with Fernandez because he's there, but I just see like an okay player, like okay performance, so to speak. There's been so many times over the last few games where I've watched him, and I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, yeah, he's there, but he's not influencing the game. But he's got a lot of energy, the kid, gets around the pitch very, very well. But once he picks the ball up, I need him to spray passes to the attackers, and I just don't see enough of it. I don't see him affecting West Ham in the final third. I see him like stopping stuff, but not starting up attacks from like deep. I'll give him a 5 today. Not amazing, not crap, but you know, is what it is. Right, Mateus Fernandez. Mateus Fernandez. I do apologise. Magassa. You know what? I thought he was all right, but he's another one who's just okay. Defensively, he was doing well. He was doing well. And I felt sorry for West Ham in the first half. I really did. Because I thought we rode our luck. We was in the game. We was defending very much like all the time, especially in the last 15 minutes of that game. I thought Magassa was everywhere. He gave away a silly foul and it sort of rocked him a little bit. And then the goal goes in and then we sort of not collapse, but we lose a bit of confidence. Obviously, he gets subbed off for Freddie Potts, who comes on. I thought Magassa was a 5 out of 10. Nothing amazing. Yeah. Obviously, he's learning on the job. I think he will be a good player for West Ham, but it's going to come in time. Like, it ain't happening right now. He's very clumsy on the ball, and he's very clumsy at giving away fouls in stupid positions. I noticed that today. So, yeah, 5 out of 10 for me. Going to come to this guy, Lucas Paqueta. What's happened to him? Simple question is, what's happened to Lucas Paqueta? Can someone please tell me where the Lucas Paqueta that we had after the Nottingham Forest game went to Brazil and he's come back and he's just a completely different player? Completely different player. I think his talent must have been left in Brazil. Today, frustrating. Absolute frustrating. Kicks out at Calafiori, gets a yellow card. He wins a free kick in a dangerous position. And the same thing happened 2 weeks ago against Crystal Palace. Wins a free kick in a dangerous position. Picks the ball up, goes forward, then plays it sideways and back, and basically the free kick comes to nothing. Falls over a hell of a lot on the ground, and there's a few times where he fell over and he's trying to buy fouls. Another one who, and this is where I'm going to go in on him a little bit, he's the more senior player at West Ham. He's the one that basically is the man that we need things to go through him and Bowen. He hasn't turned up. He has not turned up since that game at Nottingham Forest, right? And I don't know why. Today, very poor, not good enough. I'll give him a high 4 for me. Just, I don't know what's happened to Lucas Paqueta. I really don't. And it might be harsh, but I'm being factual here. He isn't the same player. Right, I'm going to come to Crescencio Summerville. I've got a problem here. I really have. I don't know why West Ham keep giving him the ball to his feet and then expect him to go past 2, 3, 4 players like a madman. I need Cry on the wing. I need Cry running at a man one-on-one. I think Cry can beat a man one-on-one, but he can't beat 2, 3, 4 players. There's been times where today he was in tight positions trying to get out there, gets fouled. Ill-effective going forward today. Is he at fault for the Whufc mistake that leads to the penalty? Probably, because he's out of position. Nevertheless, I'm going to be straight. He just wasn't his day. I don't understand why West Ham can't get the ball and then have Cry running on the last man. I just don't understand that, because I think he's got pace to burn, the kid. I think once he gets going, it's going to be hard for teams to sort of catch him and defenders to catch him. We just don't do it enough. We give him the ball too deep, and then he gets sort of trampled on by 2-3 players and then gets dispossessed. And then what it is, it rocks his confidence because he can't get in the game. So, yeah, I'll give him, for today, I'll give him a 5 out of 10 for him. Got to come to this geezer, Nicholas Fullkrug. I won't be lied to no more, ladies and gentlemen. I will not be lied to no more with Nicholas Fullkrug as our striker. Does absolutely nothing today. Nothing very nice. Doesn't hold the ball up. Has a golden chance after the first minute. First minute, Bowen wins a corner. Corner comes in. He's 2 yards out. Yes, he's under pressure, but he's got to get that header on target. If he gets it on target, he scores. Simple as that. He's too slow. He's too slow in a counter-attacking setup. He gets subbed off for Callum Marshall, who comes on, who's running around trying to do things. Callum Wilson was on the bench, and he looked fuming, absolute fuming that he didn't come on, so he ain't getting paid this week on his pay-as-you-play deal. But going back to Fullkrug, just not good enough. Just not good enough. I genuinely believe it ain't going to work. I believe I believe Nuno is going to be stubborn in this and go with him, because he's got no other choice to go with him. And that's a bit of a problem, right? That's the only issue I've got with Nuno at the minute is Fullkrug going to be the James Ward-Prowse like sort of situation, which it was with Potter? I hope not. I really do. I'll give him a 2. He turned up, he done not a lot, and he got clattered a few times. 2 out of 10. Let's come to this guy, Mr. Jared Bowen. He leads by example. He has a go. Very, very quiet. Second half, especially when we was 2-0 down, he got into that position where he gets in it, drags the defender to the wing. He put in a lovely cross for someone to come in there. No one's in there. Wasn't his day. Just simply wasn't his day. West Ham just didn't get the ball to him enough. Arsenal defended him well. And you know what? It's a shame, really, because when Bowen goes quiet, it seems like West Ham go quiet. And that's a bit of a problem. Do you know what I mean? So for that, I'll give him a 5 out of 10 for me. Right, I'm going to come to the subs. I start off with Kyle Walker-Peters, comes on, gets into a sort of a clattering situation with Gyökeres, is what it is. I'll give him a standard 5 for me. I'm going to give Nuno some credit. He brings on Potts and Marshall. I'm going to rate them in together. I think both of them really had a go. Really had a go. I thought Callum Marshall never stopped running. Even though he didn't get the ball, he was running. He was hunting that ball down every single time. And I love that in a player. It was like he was determined to try and see what he can do. And he got his opportunity. I don't know what it is with Freddie Potts, but I do like this kid. I really do. I find this kid is very calm and controlled when he's got the ball at his feet. And he doesn't really panic. I don't really see him panicking a lot. When I look at him and Magassa, I'd rather have Potts in there. I really would. I think Potts is a lot more calmer. I'm so pleased with Nuno for bringing them on, because it could have been quite easy to change it and gone with someone else, but he went with the youth. And listen, I hope he gets credit for that tonight. But yeah, I'm going to give them both a 6. Yeah, I know I'm being a bit biased because they're the youth players, but they come into an environment that they're not right used to. I think they done their roles at the best that they could in the situation that they had. So yeah, 6 out of 10 for me. Finally, to round up with this guy, Mr. Nuno Espiritos Santos, or Santo, however you want to pronounce his name. Other names are available. I thought the lineup was good. One thing I can't question with him is people say, is he a defensive manager? He's gone 4-3-3 against Arsenal at the Emirates, which is very good for me. I want to see 4-3-3. I think he needs personnel in there. I can't wait till January. That's all I'm going to say on that. I can't wait till January, because I know he'll go out and you get a few players and West Ham will look a completely different side. The Fullkrug thing, he takes him off for Marshall. You got to give him credit for bringing on the subs. But I don't think this is about Nuno today. I think Nuno picked a side to go there, try and be resolute, stay in the game as long as possible, and try and see if they can do something in the back end of the game. The first goal is a killer. The second goal absolute ruins West Ham, and there's nothing we can do. So for Nuno today, I'm going to give him a 7. I don't think he's done a lot wrong. You've got to give him credit for the subs. You've also got to say that he's up against a side that is well built, and that's a £1 billion side that he's up against, and we're learning on the job. Do you know what I'm saying? So also bringing Wan-Bissaka back in was a right call, I think, and it was working until the first goal went in. But nevertheless, this is not about Nuno today. This is about the performance, and I think the performance was good against a great side, and they are a great side. Let's be real. So yeah, 7 for Nuno. That is my player ratings for Arsenal 2, West Ham United 0. That's me done now for tonight. Smash a like on the video. Put a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think on today. Let me know if you agree or disagree with what I've said. And that's me done, mate. All done. Romeo done. And yeah, this is an international break now. It is what it is. Listen, we lost today against a side that are a great side, and they could be potential Premier League champions. I'm not going to get disheartened tonight. I really am not. All I'm going to say is that the Brentford and Leeds games are 2 of the biggest games of the season for West Ham. I think we need at least minimum 4 points, if not 6, but I will take 4 points right now. I believe in a few weeks' time, when we come back, we might be looking at a different side. I think we're going to be more hard to beat. And I think it's only a matter of time before these players do kick into the gear with the Nuno way. And I hope the Nuno way is sooner rather than later. We'll say that. Anyway, that's enough from me. Take care of yourselves out there. All the best to you, and I'll see you again in the next one.